I want to talk about Ethan Nwaneri and his situation at Arsenal. Now, since this guy's come into the team, I've been really impressed with him. With that right side being an issue with the Saka injury, look at all the players, Sterling, Martinelli, Trossard. None of these guys have done a great job on the right. But Nwaneri's come in and he looks the most suited to that profile. He's not the most quick, but he's left-footed. He's got very quick feet as well, so he can get past the man, and he's got a shot on him. Now, if you look at someone like Odegaard, he doesn't really shoot that much. So outside the box, look at the goal yesterday against Girona. Look at the goal against Preston, I think it was. Nwaneri's a shooter. This guy's really good in that kind of area. So he can play in Odegaard's position, and he can play in Saka's position, and he can play them both really well. But my concern is that I look at a player of his quality, and I look at how long it took Arteta to actually put this guy in the team this season. He should have been playing way earlier. As soon as Odegaard got injured, this guy should have been in. For the Leicester game at home, Southampton at home, he should have started. So now we're starting to play him. It's great we're seeing the rewards, but I'm looking now. This guy next season has to find a way in the first team. I don't know how, I don't know who he's going to replace, but he has to. Because I think now with the current climate of transfers and a lot of clubs looking for younger players, if this kid, if he doesn't get adequate game time next season, a big team is going to look for this guy and he's going to be gone, 100%. Next season when Saka's there, Saka's not going to get dropped. When Odegaard's there, he's not going to get dropped. He can rotate though. Nwaneri can rotate for those guys, but realistically, he should be getting at least 10 Premier League starts next season. All of the cup competitions he's got to start. Champions League, he's got to get some starts here and there. But we need to make sure we just keep this kid happy and make him know that he's a useful part of the squad so that he doesn't think about going anywhere. Because I look at even a bigger team like a Bayern or one of these Italian clubs who, if they start looking, I'm very, very worried that Arsenal or his head might get turned and he's going to think he can go to one of them clubs. Especially if we don't win anything this season and then a big club like Bayern Munich comes in and then they ask questions. So Arteta's got to make sure we can find this guy a place in the squad. You can even try and play Nwaneri and Odegaard in certain games. When we're at home at the Emirates next season in the Premier League, you can try Rice, Nwaneri, Odegaard possibly. If we get Zubimendi, Nwaneri, Odegaard, Zubimendi, Nwaneri, Rice. But he needs to get more game time just to make sure he doesn't go anywhere. Because the quality that this kid has, he's putting everyone else to shame. Like when he first came in for that Brentford game, best player on the pitch. Against Brighton for that first half, he made us look so much better. Scored the goal, best player on the pitch. He's scoring long-range goals now. Very, very calm, very poised. He's putting everyone to shame. I don't want to say Arsenal need to revolve the team around this kid, but he needs to be getting heavy game time next season. Lewis Skelly, I could see he looks like he's going to be a mainstay in that left-back position. Fans seem to love him. He's really endearing, especially with the red card thing now. His name's everywhere now, since the Haaland thing as well, actually, that game, when Haaland was like, yo, who are you? So, Lewis Skelly, I think he seems more guaranteed to actually have a starting position next season. But Nwaneri, we have to find a way to fit this kid in the team because he makes us so much better. Man City at home on Sunday, I would start him. I understand he's 17. He started the last 2 games in a row. If we want to win that game, he has to start, in my opinion. But then we've also got Newcastle away. We need to win that by 3 goals. I would also want to start him there. So then it becomes a choice of, yo, I don't know if a 17-year-old can play 4 high-intensity games in a row. So it's going to be down to Arteta to be able to manage him. But it's interesting. Hopefully Arteta can manage this guy right, this kid right, and he doesn't go anywhere because he is a gem.